Welcome to the best podcast in the land with G, the #1 Cowboys fan, Hampton. Are you ready?
Yo, what's up, Cowboy Huddle? What's up, fans? What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And welcome to Saturday Sit Down Straight Barbershop Talk with your guy, G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. And here we are, Saturday morning as we start the weekend. Give it up. Yeah, man. Again, man, I'm sitting here joined with my guy, Michael Parson. That's right. It's personal with me. So Michael Parson is rocking with me. Can y'all see him? There he is. Yeah, he's rocking with me today. So I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, all the followers, and all that support the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Like I always say, without you guys, this is totally impossible. And it's totally unacceptable if you don't support us. But thank you again, man. Here it is on Saturday morning. I got things going on this morning. I got to make some rounds. I got to take the dog to get groomed. The dog looking like Shaggy D or somebody. He needs to be, groomed, like major. They might call CPS on me or something. Simply because the dog look like he's been neglected. So that's where we're going today. And other things going on. So I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. But listen, I want to talk to you guys about something about the current situation at the at linebackers for the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. Yeah, we have made some major moves, and we have addressed some issues that we have thought that needed to be addressed as far as when we're talking about our defensive ends. We've been talking about veteran. Our veteran cornerback that we just brought in, and some safety. So we're adding the missing pieces to solidify this defense. But we know that we still have DeMarvion Overshown, and we got Shamar James that's still on this roster. But the thing about the two of these guys, they're still unproven. You know, when we're talking about the injuries that has happened with DeMarvion Overshown, and then Shamar James still trying to get his feet wet. But I got some notes here, man. I did some research, man. I was looking at this inside linebacker position, and still there's no action that has been taken at this position. So the question remains, what do we do? What do we do at this middle linebacker? Are we going to wait for the draft? Or are we going to trade? Or are we going to sign a free agent? So I come up with 3 options, and I want to share these 3 options with you. And then at the end, you guys in the comment can tell me what's the best route for us as a team or as a coaching staff or as a fan base that we should do. So it's been told that it's just some notes I jotted down and wanted to come share with you guys. So we have multiple veterans that has already left. There's no longer with us. So we know Logan Wilson. He actually was released, but he also decided to retire. Along with that, Damone Clark has went and signed elsewhere. So these 2 veterans are no longer there. And again, like I said, that at this middle linebacker position is still unproven. But with that being said, also a lot of reporters are continue to say that our linebacker position is the weakest right now on the roster. So the bottom line is this: it's just not depth that's needed. It's a starting middle linebacker that we need. Give it up. Put some time. I have to do some heavy thinking. So let's take a look at the 3 options. I'm gonna give you 3 options, and you guys can share with me what you think. But let's look at option 1. And option 1 is via trade. Wait a minute. Yeah, via trade. So we're still, it's a possibility that I think this is at the top of the list when we're talking about what the Cowboys plan on doing. And in the future, it's a possibility that they could still be looking at a trade. But there are some top targets out there that's been mentioned. Let me get into a few that I got up here. There's 2 I got up here. Azeez Aziz, we got Aziz. Let me get into Aziz. Aziz, now I'm going to chop his name up. I hope I said Al Shair. Is that right? Excuse me, Aziz. You know, come on, man. It's barbershop talk. This is what we do in the barbershop. We just throw some names out there, but forgive me. So let's talk about Aziz Al Shair. Basically, he's actually his last stint was with, well, he's with the Houston Texans. So in 2025, he had a total of 48 combination tackles, 55 assists, and 2 interceptions. Give it up. In 2024, he had 45 combination tackles, combo tackles, and 25 assists and two sacks. So this is one that's on the top of the list when we're talking about the trade and who we're going to target. So Aziz Al Shair is one, and then we can go to another one that I'm sure everybody's probably heard about what's going on. But this is another one that we that's out there that we could consider as well. This individual is Jordan Brooks. I can say his name. Jordan Brooks is another linebacker that could be the talk when we're talking about trading for a linebacker. So it looks as if that Jordan Brooks came in with the Seahawks in 2020. He played 4 years with the Seahawks, and then the last 2 years he's played with the Dolphins. And it shows here in 2025 he finished with 99 combos, 84 assists, and 3.5 sacks. Yeah. So this is a good possibility that I like the stats. The stats look good with Jordan Brooks. So again, there's the thing about that there's some pros and cons when we're talking about trade. And let's get into some of those pros. So what I put down here, one of the pros when we look into the trade, it gives us instant upgrade at middle linebacker. But it also gives us leadership in play calling ability. So this is the pros of bringing in, trading for a veteran, But now here's the cons to option one that we're looking at. The cons is cost draft capital. Let me give you one. Yeah, that could be an issue, and you got the salary implications. This is the thing when you go through the trade, you got to negotiate, and you got to figure out what you're going to do and who you're going to give up and what you're going to get and all this stuff. So those are the cons to this situation, when we're talking about the trade. But this is option one. Now, when we move to option two, the option two is the short-term fix. Wait a minute. Yeah, the short-term fix. Now, the short-term fix is basically, through free agent. Okay, through free agent. And there's a few out there that we know. We got Bobby Wagner that's still out there that we could bring in. We got Bobby Okereke. Okereke. Give it up for trying. And we got Jermaine Pratt. Oh, let me try that. I'm leading. I'm not going to chop that man name up, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But now, the reality to this is that Dallas has already missed the top tier players. Yeah, Dallas has already missed the top tier players because I thought Nakobe Dean was going to be one that we was going to think about bringing in. But but these are some that's still available. But then we go to talking about the pros is when we bring in a free agent. Guess what? No trade costs. Costs us absolutely nothing. We don't have to give up anything. We just bring Bobby Wagner, one of these three guys in, and sign them to the team. But also with that being said, it gives us immediate experience at middle linebacker. Now remember, we're talking about the situation at middle linebacker, not the outside line. We're talking about the middle. Who's gonna hold down the middle position? Now, the cons to this, and when we're talking about the free agency, when we're talking about option two, the cons to this is a likely short-term stopgap. Likely short-term stopgap, which it is. It is a short-term because basically it's a free agent. More than likely it's going to be a 1-year deal. And again, here we go. We bring a free agent in, keep him for 1 year. Then we're looking for the next linebacker to come in. And again, I keep saying we need to bring an individual with this organization on the defensive side of the ball that's going to grow with the defense, knowing that we got the defensive coordinator. So we need somebody in there that can grow with this defense and become an experienced play caller for us. Also, doesn't solve the long term future. It doesn't, which we just that's what I just mentioned. This, bringing in a veteran free agent, it doesn't solve the long term future with the Cowboys. So that's option two, and then we go into option three. Now, option three is a long term play. Now, what are we talking about? That we're talking about the draft, okay? And right now, as it's been known and been told that the Cowboys have already met with C.J. Allen. He's one that basically the Cowboys have looked at and met with. But now, let's talk about the pros when we're talking about the draft. The pros about this is basically it's cheap and it's a long-term solution. Give it up. Yeah, you sign him to a 4-year deal. You sign him to a 4-year deal, and he gets to come in. He gets to learn the defense. He gets to learn the culture and the environment of what the defense is going to be like in the future. But it's also a pros about this. It's a high upside for the Cowboys. It's a high upside because now we know that this draft pick is going to be there for some time, for at least 4 years. Now here's the cons to this, and it really does play a major part in what the Cowboys do. Now the first con that I wrote down, basically, it's a rookie learning curve. Yeah, it's a rookie learning curve, in which now what that means, there's going to be trial and error as he's thrown into this position as his first year with the Cowboys. But not only that, it's risky if forced into a starting role. So both of these go together. It could be risky putting him out there at the beginning of the season. So these two things, I would say, could be the cons of bringing in a draft pick. But again, I always say that when you bring in a first round, especially a first round, I expect that first rounder to come in and make immediate impact. Now, some type of contribution, not saying that he should be as good as some veterans that we bring in or whatever, but at least be able to hold his weight to a certain point. But again, like I said, with the cons on here, it's a rookie learning curve, and we have to be able to I guess, be patient. But at the same time, this is a different type of game now. It's no longer the college level. This is more of a pro level, to where it's going to be a lot more ask of this starter. So then we get down to what is the best option for the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, what is the best option? So the team need is, well, here's the team needs: immediate stability, which that equals a veteran. Then we have a future starter, which comes with the draft pick. So this is where we are when we come talking about the Cowboys and their situation with the linebacker position and what do they do. And I'm sure they're considering all, but it now boils down that we've gotten through the three options. Now here's a simple summary. The simple summary is what I wrote down here is basically trade is the best immediate fix. Okay. Free agent is a temporary patch. And the draft is a long-term solution. Those are our options. And again, we're still talking about the inside linebacker and where we're going with this. But you guys tell me what we should do at this position. I mean, there's three options. Option one, option two, option three. Trade, free agent, or draft. So that's what we got, guys. And I just wanted to get on here and share that with you, man. I got things I got to get ready to move around and do. But thank y'all, man, for stopping through and hanging out with me again with the Cowboy Huddle podcast. Also, you can check out down below. You see the ticker down there where you can also find some of our content as well. So make sure you go over to those pages and over to those social media sites and check us out as well. But again, man, here's the 3 options. You guys let me know what you think we should do and where we should go from here. Drafting? Free agent? Trade. And I'm kind of liking this Jordan Brooks. 99 combos, 84 assists, 3.5 sacks. You heard it first here on the Cowboy Huddle podcast, where we don't do anything for clickbait. We're fans first, and then we report the news. With that being said, I'm out of here. My name is G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. And like I always say, continue to be blessed, continue to stay safe, and whatever else you do, make sure you spread kindness. Because Lord knows we need a lot of it.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Cowboys Huddle Podcast.